Hi everybody, I am Petite Miami Girl, or otherwise known as Marlo. I am an influencer blogger. I like to share things all fashion related, beauty related, and as I'm a mother of 3, I like to share household or life hacks or things that we use in our house to make our daily life easier. The last thing is I'm a part of Mom Style Box, which that we'll get into later. But I haven't done one video. I had promised I was gonna do videos for at least twice a week. Yeah, I was a slacker. I didn't do it. So I'm gonna start at least one video a week and talk about different things related to fashion or related to beauty or whatever topic comes up. If you want a specific topic, you can always leave me a message below. Don't forget to subscribe because subscribing is huge for me. Anyways, today what I'm gonna do, obviously I have the natural face going on. So I'm going to put on my makeup with you watching using all drugstore brand makeup because, for example, I like to take some drugstore makeup with me if I'm going on a trip instead of my more expensive in case my luggage doesn't get there or I lose something. I don't spend as much money on my makeup because I am a makeup junkie. I like to try everything and anything before I recommend it to you guys. So let's get started. So let's talk about primer. e.l.f. primer has been the talk on TikTok. Everywhere you look, this e.l.f. primer is what everybody's talking about. And I have been using it now for like 2 weeks and I have to say, I like it. It is the Power Grip Primer. And I'm gonna show you. It is a little bit tacky when you put it on. It does feel tacky, but nothing like stick. It's like sticky, like my makeup is going to stay on, and I do put it on my neck because when I bring my contour down, I like my neck to match my body since I use sunless suntan lotion. So that way I'm not white on my neck. Okay, put it on, tacky, doesn't smell bad, but feels like it's really gonna work. Now, next what I'm gonna do is I am going to put on just in certain spots. Let's go for foundation first. And this one is the Neutrogena for sensitive skin foundation. I am using the color light medium. Usually I use my Blend Smart brush with all different bristle heads and I happen to love them, but I decided to try drugstore brand brushes to do everything drugstore style. So I'm going to grab my handy dandy kit of brushes and right now I'm going to put on my foundation. I'll use my fingers and my brush. Make sure your hands are clean. Putting a couple drops. And I'm going areas that I know I'm not putting blush or contour on. And then I can rub it in or blend it on my face. And I will take a brush just to make sure I blended it nicely. All right, if you notice, I added these little handy dandy clips to hold your makeup back. They are wonderful. I love them because they don't leave clip marks in your hair, especially if you've done your hair already and it gets it out of your face. So you don't paint your face like I typically normally do. I get makeup in my hair. That's just me. Now, on this side of my face, I started with the Wonder Stick by NYX or NYX, and it has contour and highlighter in one, and I'll just keep finishing it. I'll find my cheekbone, and then I put, not tons, but, and I just like to bring it up, and I put it by dots. And then on this side, cause I used half this one, and since cream makeup, like tube makeup, is so in, these little wand makeup things, I got this from Kyda. The brand is Kyda, and this is the color medium contour. And I like these because it has the spongy and it has on and off, so it won't like explode in your makeup bag, which is like huge. So you just find your cheekbone and I'm just gonna put a couple dots. As you can tell, it's a little bit darker than this side, but we'll see how it blends. And then a couple dots here. I like to bring the contour up so it makes my face going up, and then here, and I put contour under, and I already have one contour line. So now I'm gonna do the other contour line. Now I have contour on. Then I'm gonna go for blush. I have powder blush. Now this powder blush is by Maybelline and I really like it. It has powder, contour, blush, and highlighter in one. So you can get that. I also bought the Kyda drugstore brand of blush, and this color that I bought is the Pretty Peach. So let's go for this side, Pretty Peach. And once again, turn it so it's unlocked. You have an off and an on. Squeeze it so it comes up. There we go. And since this side's liquid, I always go upward in an upward motion to bring my face up. And sometimes I'll dab on my eye because I like purples and pinkies. So I'll add this to my eye, and then I'll take a contour and I'll add a little bit of contour. Especially if I'm in a rush, this is a super way of just doing your eyeshadow. Now, that's this side. Now we're gonna go with the powder. The powder, I'm gonna use the Maybelline. I'm just looking for my brushes. I'm gonna pick color 2 and dab it on. It's kind of almost the same color if you think about it. So this is powder and this is the creamy tubes. I'll do the same thing to my eyes, but I'm gonna use my finger. And then this one has contour, so I'll take a little bit of contour and do the same thing. All right, now I'm gonna blend it all together and see how it turns out. Okay, let's go for it. Powder, blush, and that stick. And we're gonna blend half. And with contour, we blend again. And I like to hold to make sure I don't go too close in because I want my face to be brought up. And this is the contour, and I also drag it down my face, so my neck. Okay, now I'm gonna do the other side with the liquid, but I wish I could find the correct brush. That would be like wonderful, but of course I can't, so we'll just go for it. Okay, now this side, if you noticed, this was the creamy, and I thought it was darker when I put it on, and it's actually lighter compared to the other. Well, they're actually close, but this one seems to be a little bit lighter than the other side. Then blend on the bottom, and I want to bring it down just so my neck is not white as a ghost, because my body is not white as a ghost. So bringing it down. And lastly, nose. They're comparing pretty well. I'm just showing you both, not that one is better than the other, because they're in my color scheme and they're drugstore brands. So that's why I'm showing you both. Okay, next, let's talk eyeliner. Now, I always use purples. Purples are my go-to color. I do use blacks, but I like purples because of my green eyes. So I found this Neutrogena Smoky Kohl eyeliner in. So I'm gonna put my eyeliner on, but this is the one that I'm gonna use. Eyeliner is done. It's just so much easier. If I can actually see what I'm doing close up, but this is the color. It's the purple because it brings out the greens in my eyes. Now, next is mascara. Now, I love mascara, and I'm a die-hard mascara girl. And when I find brands that I like, I stick to them. So these are not new. These have been around for a while now, and they were like the TikTok rave for a long time until new things came in. But I like this Essence Volume Booster, which is like your primer. It's the white you put on prior to your mascara. So I really like this one. And when I usually run out of mine until I can get what I normally use, I'll use this one. So it leaves your lashes white and it gets all your hairs, your lashes. And then this is my all-time, if I cannot find my die-hard mascara that I'm a true fan of, I always go for this, the Sky High Maybelline All Black Lash. Love this. Totally in love with this. I like the way the brush is, and I just love the way it gets all your lashes, lengthens them, and it's not clumpy. It does come in waterproof. This is the regular one, but I do carry the waterproof one, so if I'm like at the beach, at a pool, I'll put on the waterproof if I do not have my normal brand in my mascara. This is my to-go-to next choice. Okay, I did my bottom lashes as well, and I did 2 coats on the top because I do like darker lashes, and I like the way that this lengthens, separates, does not get clumpy. So this was a TikTok viral thing a couple years ago, and I totally think it should be one still to this day. Now, let's talk eyeshadows. Eyeshadows, I like the LA Girl Nudes. I have them in the purple colors, and because I like making my eyes green, or I like this Milani. What I like about it is if you're not sure where your makeup goes, it actually tells you blush, shadow, 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 contour, and highlighter. It tells you exactly what it is, so it makes putting on makeup super easy. But since I already have kind of like contour on my eyes, just as an easy go, I'm gonna do very little on my eyes, only because I just wanna show you color-wise how it works. So, brush. So I'm gonna use my LA Girl palette, and these are the nudes, but they're like the purpley nudes. So let's just put on, since I had pink already, I'm just taking this pink right here. So let's just touch it up. Normally I would put on eyeshadow before my mascara, but you know, Marlo doesn't think very clearly, wouldn't she? She just goes with the flow. Happens to me all the time. And just a little bit of pink, because I had pink on before. And then I'll take a little bit of the darker brown. And the trick I use is I always look up when I'm putting my eyeshadow on. I look up and I just follow that triangle, the line, but I look up so it doesn't get into my creases. And I'm just picking this like neutral brownie out. And I look up, follow that triangle line, and I just mix it in, and I'll bring it in. And you gotta try and stay, you know, like that in your eyes. So eyeshadow, really like this one. And then what I'm gonna do is I'll take a little bit of the shimmer. It's this purple little shimmer right here. And I'll put it right in the middle. Just to shimmer up and like, now. So another drugstore brand that I really like. Now I bought this because it's another NYX product that is like viral. And I'm not sure how I feel about it, but you put it on the inside of your water, you put it on your waterline to make you look awake. I'm only gonna put it on one, just so you can see the difference. So with me, I'm not sure if I like it so much, but what I like it for is to line my eyebrows. So I do use it for that, and I line just to give it a clean finished look. And this is the white stick by Crayon Pencil by NYX or NYX, whatever you choose. I definitely, for me, I'm not a white on the waterline. It's not me, but other people swear by it, other people love it, so you do you. Okay, now lips. I really always go for the Milani lip liner. See the difference? Same color, just I use it all the time. This is the number 4, and I'll line halfway. I don't go all the way up, and I like to brush it in. So that's the Milani. Then there's also Neutrogena, and I can show you different ways. I'll sometimes go darker. Now I'm putting a whole bunch of them on your lips. I'll go darker on the outside. I like these because they're like pencil, liner, and lipstick in one, and color. And then this is the lighter Neutrogena color stick, and I'll put it in the middle. But let's talk about NYX or NYX's glosses. Now this is always in my purse. I love Crème Brulee Lip Butter Gloss by NYX, and I'll always right in the middle. And I like it because it's like a color that goes with everything. Okay, done basically with my makeup, but there's a couple things that I still need. For me, I don't like this waterline. So wanted to just show you because it's the in thing from TikTok, but I'll do without it. But I do want to show you NYX's a color correction palette, because sometimes I won't use concealer or use the correction palette. So let's just get a brush for that. So what I'll do, I use Peach a lot, and I'll put it there around, and I blend it in. And I have this spot that I can't stand, so I'll take it and blend it in really nicely. And I use Peach because of my undertones, but you really don't have to. You can use the, if you have blue lines, you know, there's a color contour magic that you should use for whatever color you have. Blue lines, bruises. And I really like, it's creamy, and I really like the NYX or NYX color correction palette. Lastly, what I will use, not always, but a lot, is the NYX. Can you tell I like NYX? I guess I really do like NYX. Is their finishing powder, pressed powder. I don't always use the pressed powder. Sometimes I'll use spray, but today I'm gonna go ahead and just do, and when I do pressed powder, just so you know, kind of smile, because I want it to get out of those wrinkles. I don't want it to clump into the wrinkles. And then I'll just, and I just did my makeup with all drugstore brands. I will leave everything listed below and the colors that I use, but I just did my home makeup, all my makeup for the day, using drugstore brand makeup. And these are some of the ones, some are going viral, and some have been viral for years. I'm a lover of it. And obviously the color palettes that I pick are the same because there's not much of a difference on each side that I used. So, Petite Miami girl, I will be back hopefully in a couple days with another video. Remember to follow me on Instagram, Facebook, Pinterest, Lemonade, TikTok. I couldn't think of the last one. You could subscribe below, and then you can follow me on the other channels, and you'll see a lot more of me and my fashion. Okay, so thank you for watching. Petite Miami girl.